Welcome to this new video. So in this video, we are going to discuss with one more important kind of CMOS logic circuit that is called as clocked CMOS logic, or in short, you could call it as C square MOS. Okay, so this is the name of the circuit, and let us see what do you mean by this clocked CMOS logic. Okay, the clocked CMOS logic is also called as C square. Okay, the square is not there here. C square MOS, and it is a dynamic logic technique that enhances the power efficiency. Here, in this case of clocked CMOS logic, the power efficiency is enhanced and integrates latches within the logic circuits. Okay, originally developed for low power CMOS logic design, CMOS is now primarily used for synchronizing dynamic circuits and interfacing with the other clocked logic structure. Okay, in simple way, how to define this clocked CMOS logic is it is the clock signal is given for the CMOS logic. Okay, the CMOS it is same as the complementary CMOS only, but one clock signal is given, and that clock signal is the combination of one PMOS as well as one NMOS transistor. Okay, so if you see the structure, you will be coming to know. Again, we have taken the same example, that is AB plus C into D plus E, where the this is, if you compare this with the CMOS design, it is similar to that, but there is one change here. That is this part you observe carefully here. In the CMOS part, what you need to be doing is between the pull up part and pull down part, directly we used to be taking the output, right? But here there is one change in the clock CMOS, that is between the pull up part and the pull down part. Between that, we should be adding one PMOS transistor, that is called as 5 bar, and just above the pull up, just below the pull up part, that is one PMOS transistor, and just above the pull down part, we should be adding one NMOS transistor, and in between those PMOS and NMOS transistor, from between you should be taking the output. Okay, so this is one change if you compare it with clocked CMOS and complementary CMOS. Okay, so hope this structure is clear. So just observe it and you will be understanding it. So a typical clocked CMOS gate consists of a standard CMOS logic gate. Okay, additional transistors controlled by a clock signal to regulate the switching behavior. Okay, which is controlled by the clock signal. So these are the clock signals here, 5 and 5 bar. During operation, when phi equal to 0, the circuit holds its previous state, and when phi is equal to 1, the normal evaluation occurs. Okay, the circuit would be in its previous state when the phi is equal to 0. So when phi is equal to 0, the NMOS transistor would be getting activated, and this PMOS would be turned off. So that if this is in the on state and this is in the off state, the previous state, that is this same state, would be getting accurated, and it would be behaving as a pseudo NMOS logic. Okay, whereas in case of when phi is equal to 1, the normal evaluation would be occurring, that is when this transistor is on, the NMOS would be off, then it would be working normally as the complementary CMOS circuit. Okay, advantages of C square MOS logic. First is reduced power dissipation. It is originally designed for metal gate CMOS. The clocked design minimizes unnecessary switching activity. Next, we have latching capability. Under latching capability, the C square MOS logic inherently functions as a latch, holding data when the clock is low. Okay. Next, compatibility with the dynamic logic. It effectively interfaces with other dynamic logic families, improving the timing synchronization. Okay, so these factors are very important and some of the advantages of the C square MOS logic. Next, we have some limitations of C square MOS, that is increased rise and fall time. So the rise and fall times of the C square MOS logic are very very high, which would be very very ineffective in order to get the know the circuit complexity. Okay, increased rise and fall time due to additional clocking transistors which are added between the outputs. The switching speed is reduced. Next, we have higher input capacitance. So due to this, although the similar to static CMOS gates, but the presence of clocking elements decreases the parasitic capacitance. Next is complex timing requirements. The circuit behavior depends on the correct synchronization of the clock signals. Okay, so these are some of the advantages and the limitations under this C square MOS logic. Then we have applications. Applications of C square MOS logic. It is widely used in low power digital circuits, clocked latches and flip flops, interfacing circuits between static and dynamic gates. So this is one important application, that is which we are going to discuss in the fifth module. That is, this clocked CMOS circuits are mostly used in the flip flops. Okay, because you see in the JK flip flop, and or the SR flip flop, it consists of a clock signal, right? So if you want to replace that clock signal with the CMOS implementation, in case if they give to draw the CMOS implementation, then using this C square MOS logic, you could be replacing that clock signal. Okay. Then we have a conclusion. Under conclusion, clock CMOS logic provides a power efficient and synchronous alternative conventional to static CMOS logic gates. While it introduces increased rise and fall times, its benefits in latched based designs and dynamic logic interfacing make it a crucial component in the modern VLSI systems. Okay. So this was all, guys, about C square MOS logic. Okay, not nothing much. It is same to that of the complementary CMOS, but one change is, as I've told you, in between the outputs you should be adding one PMOS and NMOS transistors as the clock signals. Okay, so yeah, that's all for the video, guys. This was it for the clocked CMOS logic, also known as C square MOS.